everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and I'm not organised at all this morning, but I've got my coffee, got my big boy pants on. Hope you've got your big boy pants on, big girl pants on as well. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Any coins I talk about, I'm really biased towards because I've probably bought them or I'm looking to buy them in the future as well. So just remember that as well. And hit the likes. If you like this video, can I hit the likes, subscribe to it if you've not subscribed already to the channel, and hit the notification bell as well. Okay, what's been happening in the markets? Bit shite because Bitcoin's been down. So I'm just going to see who's in just now. Just bear with me a wee second. I've just been messaging somebody just now, one wee sec. I need to get everything organised. Not organised at all. Right, who's in? Who's in the house? Right, who have we got in the house? Got Christopher Dowson is in the house. Ben Hardinge is in as well. Welcome to you. Welcome back. Musa Moose is in. Nick Smith, Mac Paul, and Cole Phillips. Just been speaking to Cole. MT Carmel, welcome to you. Ad Fitness, Owen West, Justin Churchill, what's up, Crypto? A newcomer. Have you been in before? What's up, Crypto? Terrell Hooker, Richard Rowland is back. Welcome. Stephen King, good to see you, buddy. Matthew Parks, good to see you as well. Cooper's in this morning. Crypto Don Juan, great to see you as well. A mainstay here at Verhagen. Haven't seen you before as well. Good to see you here. Rob UK, good to see you, buddy. Andrew Wakefield, Marcus Jafari, Studio 10, Nick Smith, Jen Mon, Anthony L. Falali is in. Marty and Sonia is back. Good to see you. Daniel Cohen, Meng Lai, Peter Corey, Gary Buxma, and Dominic is here as well. Welcome to everybody. Good to see you here. Okay, so we're just going to take a look at the general markets just now. So what we're going to be talking about is just kind of having a chat about crypto in general, talking about BABB, Tron, Verge, kind of the big coins. Bitcoin, obviously, we'll be talking about Ethereum, and a new coin that I've been looking at, that I've been kind of buying into over the last couple of weeks, and I've kind of announced it to the private Facebook group, but I'm going to tell you about it here as well. So what I do in the private Facebook group at CYT-Crypto.com, if you remember, announce coins and make calls on coins, usually for the longer term, 6 months to 9 months to a year plus or whatever. So I do that in a kind of private Facebook group, and in the program you also get my trading strategies as well. And if you're a beginner into crypto, be ideal for you as well. If you want to see that, and if you want to join the Facebook group, join us. Link down below. If you want to join a Telegram group, we've got a brilliant bunch of people in there now. There's a couple of new people came in last night. They're really contributing well to the group, and everybody is really contributing well in the Telegram group as well. So really pleased with the Telegram group, to be honest. We've got a brilliant bunch of people in there, so we'll dive over there as well. Got another couple of people coming in. Alonso Forbes, first name, last name. Mitch Dyer, Craig Knight, Lack is in. Black Label 46, so a lot of new people in. JC Standard, Chris Winch, Rob Taylor's in the house. Craig Knight said that this morning, bought a few more bags this morning, been buying nearly every day. Yeah, bags is a good one to accumulate, and when the prices are going down, that's when you say, okay, I'm going to start accumulating. If you believe in the coin, if you believe in the team, if you believe in the kind of use case that it's got, and BABB is one of those coins that you should be accumulating. But big girl pants on, big boy pants on as well. Do your own research and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go over to CoinMarketCap just now, see what's been happening in the markets. As I said, bit shite, Bitcoin going down, but we don't know if it's kind of starting to turn back up. So 420 billion, which is not that bad, for Bitcoin having gone down $1,000 over the last 4 days or something. Bitcoin dominance has gone up 36.9%, so it's gone up. I expect it to go down a wee bit more as more people get into alts, but we'll see what happens with the Bitcoin price. A lot of people are saying that Bitcoin's still going to go down to kind of much lower levels than it is just now. Me personally, I don't think so, but that's just a personal opinion. Nobody can really tell, even as much as a technical analysis that you do on it, you can't tell long-term or future prices from kind of history. You can see support levels and resistance levels, psychological levels and things like that as well, and you can see breakout points and breakdown kind of points as well. But for longer term, I don't think anybody can tell, and you can't say for sure that Bitcoin is going to go down to 2,000 or 4,000 or 6,000. Equally, you can't tell it's going to go to 20,000 or 40,000. It's just all done on sentiment. So technical analysis is brilliant for short-term trading. I think it's excellent for that. But long-term, because the crypto market is so young, how can you do long-term technical analysis on kind of coins that recently came out? You can't, so you can only do short-term technical analysis, which is brilliant for that. TA is absolutely brilliant for that. But for longer term, I don't know. With the exception of maybe kind of Bitcoin, because that's been out for so long and that is the main coin, to be honest. Okay, so Bitcoin's down to 9,100 just now, down 2.85%. We'll see kind of who are the winners. PundiX, number 55. 55 in the top 100, which is fantastic. Market cap of 393,000. It's 393 million, which is amazing. And they're doing really well. I believe they're going to get listed on 2 exchanges. I don't know if it's been done or announced yet. But somebody in the private group it said kind of like a week ago, it was Dave, said a week ago it was going to get listed on 2 exchanges. And it looks as if that is the case. So I was into PundiX yesterday. And I kind of sold out of PundiX. So what I'm doing with trading, so I can't trade at the moment because I've not got that much money and all the coins are kind of, my money is tied up in the coins. Sold some altcoins over the weekend for another one, but that's for the long term. So I started trading with $500 just on Bancor and switching between BABB, PundiX, a few other coins and Kin as well, which we'll be talking about. So I've been trading between them and just, it's not arbitrage as such, but it's just trading between them, so swapping one for the other in hopes that they're kind of going to go up. And it's worked well so far. So from the original $500, I'm now up to about $1,500. I was up a wee bit higher, but the market's come down a wee bit. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. But PundiX are doing fantastic. Ogre's doing great. Ethos is doing brilliant as well. Zalika, that just keeps going up. Is done brilliantly over the last 4 weeks. Nexo, I've never heard of Nexo. Nexo, is that? Nexo has just came out. Is that? I'm just wondering if that's a ticker symbol for. Ah, no, it's not, something different. I thought it was something else there. Thought that can't be the one. iOS tokens doing brilliant as well. Skycoin as well. So there's only about 10 coins in the top 100 that have kind of gone in the green. Tether we can discount, so 9% of the top 100 coins are in the green, which means 91% or 90%. You just discount Tether, because that's a stable coin. So who's the worst? Aeon, Komodo, Salt, 0x. 0x has gone down a wee bit. It's not that much actually. Kyber Network. So a lot of coins in the red today. Just go back to the chat. See what's saying. Crypto Dread is in house from Florida. Owen West, is IDEX back online? Want to get some IDEX? IDEX is a real pain, and it's such a shame because it could be a brilliant exchange. Because it's good to trade when it's up and running. It's good trading on it. Trading under maintenance, withdrawals and cancels are enabled. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That's been what, 3 days now? 4 days. MT Carmel sent a donation this time. Keep pushing. Oh, thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you want to donate, the kind of address is down below. I don't really kind of push for donations, to be honest, but I'd really appreciate it. I've had a couple over the past couple of weeks, but I don't like pushing for donations. But I really appreciate it when they do come in. Really appreciate it. Justin Churchill, got fed up with IDEX, so set myself up in Bancor account to get more backs. Bancor is brilliant for trading as well. Love Bancor, only if you're trading in small amounts. Anything over, like say $1,500 to $2,000 that you're trading in is no good because you get charged a premium on the coins. That's when I prefer to go to the exchanges and actually look to see who's selling, and I can buy up them slowly rather than kind of get charged the prices from Bancor. So I don't like that. That's a big downside of Bancor. But it's a brilliant exchange to kind of trade on. Michelle, good morning. Steve, good morning to you. BABB's volume is a little low. Why? And is it something to worry about? No, BABB's volume, if we look at BABB's volume just now, is 500,000. If we think, I was talking about BABB 5 weeks ago now, I think it was, when we first started talking about BABB. If you look at the volume in BABB then, which was about $78,000, compared to where it is now, this is actually good volume. It's just not as good as it has been over the last kind of couple of weeks or so. But it's just BABB kind of consolidating. This is what it's doing. We have to remember it's had a run up of about 400-500% from 5 weeks ago. So this is consolidation phase for people, and people are accumulating and it's just consolidating, it's trading sideways. This is good. For me, it's good. I'd like a step up to the moon instead of a rocket to the moon. And I think this is what is happening with BABB just now. So definitely not worried about the volume. Volume is still brilliant for a coin like this on an exchange like this. Still really, really good. Where is PundiX? 6.5 of a cent, up 24% today. PundiX doing fantastic. I wonder if they've actually... I'm just going to go on to Twitter, Twitter just now, and seeing if they've announced kind of exchanges. PundiX, May the 7th, 3 hours ago. PundiX now is now in Block Charter Conference, overwhelmed with the interest from the participants. What a great start to the day. Excellent. QTIM one step closer to mass adoption after point of sale with PundiX. So obviously the QTIM kind of announcement has been good as well. A new cozy place to hang out for blockchain. Okay, blah blah blah. So it's not announced the exchanges yet. So there was rumours that it was going to be on exchanges. Have I just missed it? Nope. It's not came out yet, but we can expect PundiX to go up as well. So PundiX is looking brilliant, to be honest. If you don't know what that kind of is, it's they do point of sale machines for crypto. I think it's really good, a really good company, and they're doing a lot of partnerships, and they're doing fantastic things in the crypto space as well. And I think they could be really big. Market capitalization of about 383 million, as I said. 55, top 55, which is brilliant. Next was into crypto loans. Yeah, I thought it was the next exchange. I thought, no, it can't be the next exchange. You know, NEX, it was an NP5 token, an EP5 token, but it wasn't that. I thought, no, that can't be it, but it wasn't. Justin Churchill, Banker is easier than IDEX in my opinion. Less tokens to buy than IDEX though. Yeah, IDEX is brilliant for looking at coins up and coming for the future, but you really have to do your research on them, and there's not a lot of volume on some of them as well, which means you could be a whale on some of the coins. So it's quite good from that point of view, not being a whale, but it's quite good for looking at coins that have not came up yet, that have not kind of went onto other exchanges. So it's good from that point of view. And what IDEX do is they just list tokens without actually making a partnership with the company that they're doing it with. So they can do that. Obviously it's a decentralized exchange, so they can do that. So it's good to find some crackers on there as well. Mark Pollen, you know the expression never two without three, so BTC has to go down to 6,600 one more time and up again. This could be nice for BTC future, and not to break down to 4,500. This would be terrible. Yeah, it would be terrible at this kind of stage. Everybody's just the market sentiment has kind of come back to kind of crypto, and sentiment is kind of positive at the moment. Even on the news sites, sentiment is positive with kind of Bitcoin. And I'm hoping it doesn't go down before Consensus 2018. And I think that's going to be a big event, and I think it's going to push alts higher and Bitcoin higher as well. But we'll see. That's kind of historically looking at that as well. Chardan, Electra, my best hold yet. Chard and Dan, I think you mentioned this the other day, didn't you? Electra, ECA. 209, market cap of 60 million, all-time high of about 0.8 of a cent. It's currently at 0.2 of a cent, so 4 times higher than the price it is just now. fast, scalable, low fees, blazing fast, community driven, proof of stake powerhouse. Electro works on proof of stake with an annual return of 50%. An annual return of 50%. That's brilliant. Ongoing development and reading tools I was working out in projects, blah blah blah. Listing our next exchange. Android wallet, atomic cross-chain integration as well. What is Telegram group? 3,000 members. Excellent. So, did you buy it low? At 400ths of a cent. That would have been good. Price 6 Satoshi. It's up at 27 Satoshi. Be good to know what you got in on that, Dan. That'd be good. It looks quite cool. Very quick look at it. Looks quite cool. And what do you think that the price of PundiX will do after the exchange listings? Oh, it's easily going to go up. I've been saying this for a while, that PundiX is going to go up to 1 cent. Quite easily, I think. And beyond. As well. It's nearly 6.4 of a cent just now. So I think PundiX could definitely get there. Richard Rowland, expensive to trade though. It is expensive to trade. It's a pain in the arse. But there's some good coins on there. You can make a lot of money. And just like I said, I started with $500 trading a couple of weeks ago. Traded up to $1,500. So even that, the kind of trading cost as well is still been worthwhile. Lack saying thanks, man. Thank you. Justin Churchill is more expensive than IDEX, but as mentioned, at lower amounts the fees aren't so high. Yeah, that's right. And that's the only thing about kind of Bancor. It's higher amounts and you're getting charged the premium. Peter Cody, Cryptos is another bullshit exchange. I've been waiting for 2 weeks to get verified. Currently can't withdraw my funds from the exchange. I've never used Cryptos. I think we looked at it last week or the week before, because I'd never heard of it before. But we'd looked at it, and it looked an okay exchange, but I've never actually used it. But I know a lot of coins are going on to that as well. And what do you think about Bankera, Bank on the Blockchain? Any research on it? Would be cool to hear your opinion. I haven't done research on that, but that's where BABB is going to be the first. It's going to be the first bank on the blockchain. So, the first kind of bank with a full banking license on the blockchain. Justin Churchill, I think there are a lot of on IDEX but who aren't on Bancor that are waiting to buy backs when IDEX is back online. Yeah, Bancor's such an easy kind of one to set up as well. I don't know why more people are not on it, but Bancor has had more and more volume over the last 4 or 5 weeks as well. Black Label 46, I see I received my airdrop from PundiX and I love the free coins. Do you know if any other coins that reward the coin token holder like PundiX? What they do is normally announce airdrops, so you better go on to, and this is kind of good for in general, go on to, if you're into a coin or you're looking for kind of airdrops and things like that, go on to Reddit and look on Twitter as well, and obviously look at the coins as well, but you'll find airdrops in other places as well. But I wouldn't buy a coin specifically for the airdrops. It's just that PundiX is a good coin, and one of the benefits is you're getting an airdrop every month. I don't know how long they're going to do that for, but it's a fair amount. I got a good amount kind of this month, but I've traded them since into this other coin I'm going to be talking about. I'll do a full review video on the other coin I'm going to talk about. I just want to look at it quickly. Where do people store their BABB? Is my Ether wallet using MetaMask trustworthy? I think my Ether wallet, although they kind of had all those kind of problems before a few weeks ago, I think my Ether wallet is still secure, especially with MetaMask. So I still think it is secure. But you can use your Ledger Nano S or your Trezor as well. If you've got a Trezor, I'll definitely buy one of them. Hi Steve, did you see my message? Read what please do with crypto? Yeah, yeah, I did. 1 second. I'm not going to go over to it just now. One wee sec. I'm going to go there and look. So yesterday I was asked a question on this channel. What did the police do? Because remember, the police had sold. Sorry, they'd seized. I think it was $700,000 worth of Bitcoin from a hacker, and I was kind of wondering what they actually do with that. So I got a message from somebody. It says, what do the police do? The answer is that they don't really know. The guidance is when conducting a house search and they come across private keys and wallet addresses written down, then they will be seized just like any other exhibit. Then if crypto has been accumulated through crime, then the contents of the wallet will be transferred to an official police wallet where it will remain until the court case has been concluded. Then, if it is proved to be ill-gotten gains, it will be confiscated just like normal fiat currency and spent in the never-ending battle against crime. Hope this helps. So yeah, I did get that. I did reply to you as well. Reggie, I don't know if you've seen my response to that. Right, I'll just go kind of back on. But yeah, so thanks very much for that. I really appreciate that. So I did respond to you as well, thanking you for that. So yeah, that's kind of clears up that as well. So any funds, any kind of Bitcoin that is seized and it's been seen to be from ill-gotten gains, i.e. hacking and stuff like that, it'll go into police funds. So imagine $700,000 worth of Bitcoin. I think it was $700,000 worth. I can't see it there. It was on yesterday. I'm sure it was $700,000 worth or something. So the coin I want to talk about today is also on Bancor, and this is one that I see and I got excited about a couple of weeks ago when I kind of found it and I was kind of trading it a wee bit. Made a bit of money on this when it was up to, excuse me, about 284 or something. It got as high as 284 or just over 300 or something like that. And it's Kin. If you don't know about Kin, it kind of really started from Kik, which is a messaging app, and it was going to be the digital currency for the Kik messaging app, but it's grown to so much more. And I think there's an article on CCN today. Kin to fork Stellar launch a proprietary blockchain. So what Kin are doing? What they're going to do now is they're going to launch their own blockchain, and it's using the Stellar. It's going to be a fork of Stellar, so you don't need Stellar Lumens. You won't need Stellar Lumens if you're going to be using this because it's a fork of Stellar. So they're going to be using that and creating their own blockchain. So they're not starting from scratch to create a full blockchain of their own. They're not starting from scratch. They're using the Stellar kind of coding, but basically it's a fork of Stellar. So you can still get the Kin, which is a digital currency just now, and you can still use that on their kind of blockchain. So they're doing that just now, but I've been kind of looking at it over the last few weeks and been accumulating some of them as well and kind of trading a bit here and there as well. But now I'm in the accumulation phase. So now I'm going to start accumulating Kin for the future. And if we take a quick look at Kin, see what it is just now and see what it does, you might see the potential. And there's an excellent video, a brilliant video from Ted Livingston on YouTube. So Kin, where is it just now? We're sitting at 0.0000165 and is all-time high. So the market capitalization of 124 million, which you might think is quite high. Circulating supply of 756 billion. Total supply of 10 trillion. That's to onboard future kind of developers on their blockchain. They're setting aside about 60% of that to kind of get people onto the blockchain as well. So they can start using Kin as well straight away. And really it's going to be like the digital currency as well. That's what Kin is really used for. But it's going to be so much more bigger than that as well. So the all-time high for Kin has been, I'm just trying to see, about 8 Satoshi just now. And it's 2 Satoshi at the moment in Bitcoin terms. But and so that's 4 times lower. It's about 80% lower than where it is just now. So the potential there just to get to its all-time high again is really good as well. So I like to look at when I'm going into coins, look at the all-time high and seeing where it possibly could go. If it's got to that level before, I believe it could get to that level again if it's a good coin and it's a good team, etc. And they've got a good team, it is a good coin. So just to get to that level, it's 4 times the price of where it is just now in Satoshi's terms, but more. It's about 8 times in dollar value from where it is just now. So it goes up 8 times. 8 times the dollar value. So I think it's going to go to at least its all-time high within the next 6 months, even sooner than that probably, to be honest. And I just think this could be a really, really big one. And we're talking over the next year or two. This could be really, really big. Definitely going into the kind of top 20, I would say, of coins from looking at it. And I watched the video, the live stream, the AMA. So I don't know if you ever see this. Reddit has AMAs, and that's Ask Me Anything. That's what that stands for. And they kind of host these kind of AMAs, and the kind of coin developers or whatever, they kind of go onto YouTube and do the AMAs from Reddit. And Ted Livingston had one yesterday about 9 o'clock last night or something, and it was brilliant. The passion, the enthusiasm, the knowledge that he's got as well was just really fantastic. So if you don't know about kind of kin, it's on Bancor. You can get it on Bancor. It's on Ether Delta as well. I think that's the other bigger exchange that you can get it on. But if you go into the Reddit kin, I've not got it on this computer because I usually work from my laptop. Reddit kin. I'll put this for you, and this answers all the questions about what kin is, because I'd have to do a full review just to let you know kind of what it's all about. But I think this has the potential to, in the short term, go up 5x in the short term. In the long term, I think it's got so much more potential than that, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm in accumulation phase just now with this, and for me it's another long-term hold, like BABB. BABB is another accumulating one. I've accumulated from when it's been lower. If it dips anymore, I don't see it dipping that much, to be honest. From where it is just now, then I'm going to get some more, and it's going to be a long-term hold. And these are the kind of coins, BABB, kin, Pundy X, these are the types of coins that make you a millionaire in the future. If you just accumulate, if you dollar cost average, and if you've not done that before, basically what you do is you just put a specific amount in each month. So if you've got $200 to spare every month after paying the bills and the mortgage and the car and everything, and feeding the kids and that, if you've got $200 to spare, then put it into a specific coin that you like for the long term. So even if it's all-time high, you still buy into it, and then because it'll come back down again, you buy into it again. So you're accumulating, and you're averaging the cost of it over the months and years that you're accumulating for. And I think it's a good long-term strategy, particularly if you've not got big amounts of money to put into just now. So dollar cost averaging is a good way to kind of accumulate coins like this. And this is definitely one that you want to accumulate. I'm just looking at some of the coins 1 second. Mad Pawn, I'm so surprised at how cryptos went so high so fast. It means a few buyers invest. Question, could be for the long term or short term. For Pundy X? Pundy X is a good long term one. I think it's a good short term one as well, to be honest. So if you're trading on that, I wouldn't trade on Bancor if you're trading over $2,000 worth, but yeah, it's a short and a long term one. Did you see my, right? I don't know why these comments kind of jump. Or I haven't been able to get to the IDEX site for 2 weeks now, or which coin would be the best to purchase right now. I can't tell you which coin would be best to purchase. I'm just giving my kind of biased opinion on the coins I like. Chardan, I got in at 8 Satoshi. Now, I know this is lagging just now, but I'm presuming you're talking about kin for 8 Satoshi. Andrew Wakefield, PayPal is my biggest hold. I've heard of PayPal, never really looked into it in depth, just purely because of the time. Because I only get a couple of hours each day to kind of look at crypto. Tim Moores, hey man, love the channel. Have you had a look at Telcoin? Any thoughts? Telcoin, yes, I do. Kind of have had a look at that. So just have a wee look at Telcoin just now. This is another one that I like, that I've never really spoken about, but I'm into this just now. So I bought maybe $1,000 worth of Telcoin at this price. So it's at 23 Satoshi just now. I think I bought it at 22 Satoshi. And I just thought, okay, this is one that you just kind of buy and you just forget about. You don't kind of look at it, you just don't check it. It'll just be like in 6 months time or a year's time, you'll find out the price has suddenly shot up, and this is one of these coins for me. So if anybody doesn't know what Telcoin is, I think it's I bought it on the KuCoin exchange. I think we'll have a look at that. So it's financial inclusion for the mobile world, a cryptocurrency distributed by your mobile operator and accepted everywhere. Introducing Telcoin, a mobile cryptocurrency solution. So I thought this looked good when I checked it out. It must have been about 3 weeks ago just now. I just never really kind of talked about it. So I'll check that out as well. It's one of those coins you just accumulate as well and just forget about it. And I mean totally forget, you just don't even check the price because you know they're not anywhere near the stage that they're going to be rising fast. But that's not to say it's not going to rise fast. So it could do. What's the all-time high on that? In Satoshi level, 94. So even if it goes up to its all-time high, you've got 4x from here. So you've got 400% increase from here. Market cap is 61 million. Circulating supply 29 billion. Total supply 100 billion. So I think this could be a good one for the long term. But as I said, I've just kind of put it to the side, invested $1,000 or $1,100 on it, and just forgot about it, to be honest. So yeah, it's on KuCoin, that's where I bought it. It's on HitBTC, but that's much smaller. I wouldn't trade it on there. KuCoin would be the best one. And that's a good level just now. So it's not near it's kind of near its all-time low. 19 Satoshi, it's its all-time low. So it's not that far off. Yeah, so that's one I would kind of accumulate as well and just hold for the future. If you look at it, look into it, and just look into the team, and if you believe in it, start accumulating that as well. So I can't remember how much I got for $1,000. I don't want to look just now, but I've got a fair few of them as well. So yeah, I like that one. I like Telcoin as well. I'm probably missing a few comments here. Jamal Khan, what happened with BCN? Jumped 500 plus. Yeah, so we'll take a look at what's happening just now. Ah, right, okay. So BCN is down, back down to 215 just now. And it was trading at silly values of 10 times that price. So originally when it was Bitcoin was kind of out on a lot of the other exchanges at around, I think it was 100 Satoshi or something like that. And then it was announced it was going on to Binance. When Binance put it on, it was trading at like 2,500. But you couldn't do really any arbitrage with it because I think it's when it was on KuCoin or one of the other exchanges, if you had it on there, the wallet was kind of in maintenance. So you couldn't transfer your Bitcoin over to Binance, and even the Binance wallet, it was kind of under maintenance as well. It wasn't under maintenance, it was just it was stopped because of the amount of traffic it was coming through it. So you couldn't transfer over and do a bit of arbitrage. It would have been brilliant to do that. A lot of people, I would imagine, would have got in before the wallets kind of got stopped, but it's now coming back down. So it's at 196, 195. So some people have made a shitload of money on this. When it was up at the 2,500 levels, and some people have lost a shitload of money as well when they were buying it at 2,500. So hopefully nobody here was one of them that lost a shitload of money, because that's down 85%. So the arbitrage would have been a good thing. On paper it looked brilliant, but in reality it wasn't possible to do, or some people I would imagine would have done it. MacPawn, is it a good strategy to open position high to some crypto to catch the train on the way up? It's going so fast. I catch the train once, 120% up. Like Tron, EOS, BABB, you catch the train good after too late. Not necessarily too late, depends on how long you're going to hold the coin. So the likes of Tron, for example, when that's kind of shot up kind of big time, and you're thinking, shit, is it an all-time high or an all-time recent high? And you think, shit, I've missed the boat, should I get in just now? Is it going to go higher? Because you just never know it's going to go higher. Then in that kind of position, in that, and just look at here. So look at TRX just now. and I'll show you what I mean. And we'll go to the daily chart to look at it. So you can see this is a daily chart on Tron. I'm just making sure we're on the right one. We are. This is a daily chart on Tron, and you can see the yellow line is the 7 MA. That's a moving average, and that's 7 moving average, 7 periods. This is the purple is a 25 moving average, and the red is a 100 moving average. You can see all the way up in Tron that is following the 7 MA, and I was using that as support. And that means when I say it was using that as support, it was coming down to the 7 MA level and then bouncing back up. So that's when you say, okay, if this is a good coin, you really believe in it, you believe in the team, Justin Sun and all that, and you think, okay, it's gone high just now, so you need to find a position to get into. So then you're waiting it coming back down to the 7 MA, and then you say, okay, is this a good time to get in? Possibly yes. Just now, this is looking kinda that's following the 7 MA, and it looks as if it's going to go higher from here, but you just never know with the overall markets. So it could be a good time to get in. But you don't go at the all-time. So somebody buying up here at 1083, that's spiked, so you don't buy on the wick of the candle. You would never buy at the high of the wick. You want to buy at the low of the wick here, which would have been 910, before it's kind of going up again, and then seeing what your position is there. So I would not FOMO into a coin if it's near a recent all-time high. I probably wouldn't get in if I was going to trade it. I would wait at the levels coming back down and watch for the pattern. And the pattern here is kind of it bounces off the 7 MA, uses the 7 MA as a support, and then goes higher. So that's kind of trading. That's how I would do the trading on that. But you can see it's come back down a wee bit because the overall markets have come down. Bitcoin has come down as well. So this might come down a wee bit more, depending on what Bitcoin price does and the overall market does. But if it starts going back up and market sentiment is positive again, this could be a brilliant level to get in because it's just still at 7 MA, but it's not touched the 25 MA all the way up there from when it's crossed over, and that was on the 18th of April. I hope that makes sense. I'll just go to and minus that. Okay. So it might be a good level to get into Tron just now. It's really what I'm saying. Who else is in? Than H. Does anybody know what the whole market is in red today, or why it is, I would imagine, even with all the good news? No, it's just selling off just now. Bitcoin had a kind of big run up, if you remember. It's real had a run up from $5,500 to $10,000, so it's gone up 100% over the last 5-6 weeks. So it's just coming back down, in my opinion. My feeling is it's just coming back down, just retracing, healthy retrace for this just now before it starts going back up. A lot of people, not fudding, a lot of people are kind of pessimistic about where Bitcoin is going. A lot of people are saying it's going back down to 6,000 or 4,000 even. I don't think so personally, but you just never know. Nobody knows. MacPawn, oh right, we said that as well. Timo is saying, in Finland, court system was auctioned all the Bitcoin, what they took on criminal activity. Yeah, I think there was going to be an auction in the UK as well, where they kind of seized that. And all the... I don't know how they sell off Bitcoin. How do they determine the price of it? Will it just be the price of Bitcoin at the time, if it's a police auction? That'd be a good question to ask as well. Craig Knight, I already have 3 million kin. Yeah, I think accumulation of kin is going to be really good. Going to be a really good strategy over the next year or so. Just accumulate that just now. Les Lamb, big boy, get your pants on. Excellent. Excellent. Craig Knight, checked a few pounds in as an experiment. Interesting now you mention it. Was that for kin? Ben Hardinge, held kin for a long time, got out, it never moved, maybe it's finally alive. I think at these prices, because its all-time low I think was 61. Is about 61, I think it's all-time low, and it's only nearly 3 times or 2 times where it's off its all-time low, but it's about 8 times off its all-time high. So if you get into kin just now, you have to look at the kind of risk to reward ratio, and the way I do that is just look at the all-time low, look at the all-time high. All-time low is 61. It's currently sitting at 165, so you're possibly losing quite a bit on that, you're losing maybe 100 or so kind of ETH or GUI, if you want to say that, but it could go 8 times from where it is just now, just to get to its all-time high. And then beyond that, when everything starts to kind of come about for Ken as well and the team, and once the mainnet launch is released and things like that as well, but it'll no longer be an ERC20 token as well. So because they'll have their own blockchain. So I don't know how that's going to work in the kind of the one-to-one swap and things like that as well. But really, really exciting. Go watch that Ted Livingston AMA. I should put the link to that actually. I'll just see if I can find the link for you. Oh, that was 13th of December. No, that was another AMA, but we'll look at the most recent one. Honestly, this was a brilliant, the best AMA I've seen ever, I think, in crypto. Right, so I'm going to put the link in the chat and I'll put it in the comments as well. But you need to watch that. If you want to find a CEO of a company that is really passionate, really knowledgeable, watch this video. You need to watch it. It's brilliant. Black Label 46, I've been into Kin for about a month. A well-rounded project, good choice, grab a couple of million and you can't go wrong. Definitely. Definitely. Mike Cryptical, good morning to you. Good to have you back, buddy. Reginald Boer, good morning from Connecticut. Do you have an opinion about Electrify Asia? Yes, I've spoke about that over the last couple of videos. Love Electrify Asia for the long term. It's gone down a wee bit just now from where I bought it in. But that's cool because it is a long term, so you don't worry about price fluctuations like this. So it's down to about 14 cents just now. All-time high of 19 cents, or we'll go for the Satoshi value, 2079 Satoshi. It's sitting at 1547 Satoshi just now. Electrify Asia, I expect by the end of the year to go at least 3-4 times from where it is just now. Market capitalization of 50 million. Circulating supply 357 million. Total supply is 750 million. And I really do expect this to go 3-4 times higher from where it is just now, at least by the end of the year. So I don't worry about the price fluctuations because it's a long-term hold as well. So yeah, I really like Electrify Asia. Steve, check out XES. I think you will love the project, team and token. King Bedo Crypto, XES. I've heard of that before. The ticker. Oh no, I haven't. Talking shite. Proxius, 34 million market cap, 998, 300 supply, 1929. So that's just recently came on. So it's going to be a bit lower than from where it came on. Marcus is on as Qriptos, IDEX doing nothing because of shite. So I've never really heard of that either, Proxius. Bring blockchain compatibility to traditional companies by integrating the blockchain layer into existing enterprise systems. Ah, cool. That's one for the future. Let me sec, just start that. Crypto news. And I've got that under interesting coins to watch. Done. So that's bookmarked. Get rid of that. Thanks for that. I do appreciate that. Kingibo Crypto. Matthew Parks, bet a lot of people got burnt in the last 24 hours with BCN. Oh, that'd have been a nightmare. If you bought in at kind of 2,500 Satoshi or something, it's now down to 200 or less. Mac Pawn, so many new coins in the market with a very good future, like you talk about. Question could be, what are they doing? They're coin who are in the market since a few years. Yeah, it's difficult. If you're looking to make a lot of money, you're going to make it on the low cap coins. But the question is that low cap coin going to be here this time next year, or this time 2 years time? So that's why it's good to have a balanced portfolio as well. Have the likes of Neo, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin in your portfolio as well. And the smaller cap coins, although they can 10x, 100x or 1000x even from there, you just don't know if they're going to be here in a couple of years time, because a lot of the coins they're just not going to be here in a couple of years time. That's why it's good. You really need to do your research and say, okay, is this going to be adopted? Is it going to be used? Is the coin going to be used? Is it a platform? Is it a protocol? What type of coin is it? Is it utility token? think about all these kind of questions and look at it and ask yourself, is it going to be here in 2 years' time? Are a lot of people talking about? What's the sentiment around it? So it's difficult. It's extremely difficult. And there's going to be coins that we bought that they're not going to be here in a couple of years' time. But that's where you look at the kind of top 100. You're kind of fairly safe. But then we're looking for the coins to go into the top 100. So the ones that are in maybe the top 500, and we pick some of them, we want them to go in the top 100. And again, it's really difficult. Really difficult. Shooter 10, nice Scottish phrase, a shitload of money. Yes, I like that phrase. JC Stander, Stephen, do you know of any of these new cheap coins to buy and stake on your computer for the long term? What am I staking just now, and I'm getting quite a lot for? I'm currently staking, and I bought this kind of a couple of months ago, and it's good returns on it for the staking. Is Moincoin. Oh. Moincoin. So I'm staking that just now. Moincoin currently at 12 cents. Market capitalization of under 1 million. And I tipped this one for the future as well, and I'm talking about long-term future, but you just don't know what's going to happen. But look at the circulating supply, but it's not got a total supply there. Kind of had an all-time high of $1.29. So it's lost about 90% or something just now. But for staking, this is a really good coin as well. So what you do is you download the wallet, just open it and stake it, which is really good. So I'm probably getting about, I don't know, 15 Moin coins per day, just staking that. I've got it on a separate computer altogether, on the cloud, and I'm just staking that because you have to have it kind of open all the time. So yeah, I would stake that. Neo is a good one. Neo is not really staking. You get gas just for holding it, and you don't have to have that open 24 hours a day, like with the other staking coins. Neo, you don't have to have that open 24 hours a day. Neo, I loved kind of checking every morning when I had Neo, every morning how much gas I'd got. But I'm since out of Neo just now, but it's a good price to get back in at the moment, I have to be honest. Evan Shepherd, hi Steve, love the vids, keep it up. Viewing from Adelaide, Australia. Excellent, welcome buddy, it's good to see you here, Evan. Tron, BABB, Pundix and Kin, all building projects and good long-term hodls. Yes, they are. Tron, brilliant hodl. BABB, amazing hodl. Pundix, amazing hodl. Kin, amazing hodl as well, in my opinion. So you've got a good wee portfolio there. Crypto Dread, isn't that how Tim Draper got his Bitcoin from a police auction, I believe? Oh, I don't know. So did you buy it cheaper at a police auction? I wouldn't imagine so, but that'd just be that'd be a shortcut to thinking that, if the police were going to sell it off and they sold it off cheaper. Unless they just wanted one person to buy it or something like that, I don't know. That'd be good if you could get a group together and just buy that, if they were selling it off cheaper. Hamish Tomasin, love your videos, Stephen. Thanks for your effort and time. Nice group of people here too. Hopefully we all do well over the next few years. We are. We're all going to do well over the next few years. And Hamish, thanks for that. I really appreciate that comment. Been talking for too long. My throat's gone. And we have got a brilliant group of people here. And in the Telegram group as well. Peter Hardington has a huge circulating supply. Does that not put you off? Initially, when I first looked at this a couple of months ago, when I first looked at Ken, I thought 10 trillion supply. I thought, no way, I'm not getting into that. But then I started looking into it, really looking into it, and I thought, no, it doesn't put me off. Because what they're trying to do is build an ecosystem where they're getting loads of other kind of coins to use it, or loads of other dApps kind of adopting it as well, and they're going to have to keep a shitload of them to hold back so they can get onto it, because they're going to have to use Kin for it as well. So no, initially it did put me off. I totally get where you're coming from, but now having looked at it, no, it doesn't kind of really put me off. And what we have to look for here is a market cap. So although it doesn't matter how many coins it's got really, when we look at the market cap, that's when we kind of say, okay, this could do well. It's only got the market cap of 124 million just now, and the market cap has been as high as nearly 1 billion. So no, it did initially put me off, but I don't think that's the right way to think about it. But yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. Any views on Penta? Looks like a beast. Haven't seen that MT on Penta. I'm nearly finishing up, so I can't look at it just now, unfortunately. Richard Rowan, Coin Codex is good for live charts for Bax and Pundy. Coin Codex, never heard of Coin Codex. Coin Codex. This is similar to a lot of the other sites as well. All-time high, kind of index.com as well. Coincheckup.com. I think coincheckup.com is a brilliant site. That's one of the good ones as well. Mark Pawn, thanks a lot for the answer. My pleasure. Justin Neal has been very quiet over the past few weeks whilst everything has been bullish. Good buying opportunity at the moment. Definitely for Neal, it's a good buying opportunity. Andrew Wakefield, can you talk a bit more about the 7MA? The 7 EMA. So that's the moving average. The 7 EMA is a moving average. And the moving average, it depends on what chart you're looking at. So if you're looking at the chart, for example, on the 1 hour, these candles, each of these represent 1 hour. The 7MA is just 7 of these kind of grouped together and kind of averaged out. So that's what the 7MA is. Same with the 25MA. It's just 25-hour, 1 hour candles grouped together, averaged out, and that's the moving average for that 25-hour period. So most people kind of talk, when they're talking about the EMA, they're talking about 7 DMA, 25 DMA, and 100 DMA as well. But that's over days, and so one of these candles represent 1 full day. That's on the daily chart. So it depends on what chart you're looking at. If you're looking at the minute chart, each one of these candles is 1 minute. And 7MA is 7 minutes grouped together and averaged out. That's how you kind of work out the MA, but you'd never kind of trading the minute chart anyway, to be honest. Or you shouldn't be. Or I wouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it. Ajmal, greetings from India. Greetings to you as well. Good to have you here. Matthew Newsom. What do you think of Debitum? Haven't looked at it. I've not got time because I'm just finishing up in a couple of minutes. But I'll check out. One more to check, Steve. Could be a good one. Could be a behemoth this year in terms of gains. Smartlands. See, I wish I had time to check out all these coins. There's nearly 1,600 coins to check. But there's a load of good ones out there, and it's good that we're finding these. BABB to the moon, Mohammed. Yes, definitely. Jen Mon. Coming important days for BABB. Yes, I think with the Bahrain kind of meeting with BABB, I think after that they're going to be putting in the application for that. They're going to be getting put into the sandbox for that as well once the application goes through. And they could have a banking license from Bahrain within maybe the next 70 days, because it takes about 60 days in total or less. And I would imagine the BABB team, Paul and Adam and the team, are going to work their damnedest to get that done as quick as possible. But we've still got the Bank of England, we've still got Lithuania as well. But I think Bahrain is going to be the first banking license to get. Richard Rowan, smash up the likes. Yeah, smash up the likes if you like this video. Like this video, subscribe to it, and kind of hit the notification bell as well. And pass it on. If you like this video, pass it on as well. Mac Pawn, 1 hour with Hugo very fast. I mean, very nice stream. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Mac Pawn. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it does go really fast. Because if you think I've been on since 8:30, we talked about an hour, and could literally talk all day about this. Love the information input. It's great here. Owen West. We've got a brilliant wee community here. That's what I love about it. And that's what I'm trying to build up with this channel. That's why I keep going to the chat. Because it's all about you. It's not about me being a kind of YouTube star. Because I'm not. I'm just into crypto just like you. I'm nothing special. No more so than you are, to be honest. And that's what this channel is all about. So it's not about me being a star or anything. Bugger that. It's just about talking crypto and just getting a good group of people here. Just having a cup of coffee, putting a big boy pants on, big girl pants on, just having a chat. So that's what it's about. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Sorry I didn't get to the other ones. They run past XRP, so I take that you're not a supporter. XRP I do like, actually, for the long term. I do like XRP for the long term as a coin. The ethos behind it, not so sure about, but I think my mind is slowly changing on XRP as well. But as a coin to make money, yeah, I do like XRP. Okay, that's it for today. Can take a breath now. That's it for today. Have a brilliant day whatever you're doing, and be careful when you're kind of trading out there as well, and just watch what you're doing. But have a brilliant one. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.